The topic is about the process of transcription. This transcription takes place in prokaryote and eukaryote as well. But it denotes with two different ways of transcription. Let us see one by one. In prokaryotes, how the process of transcription taken place. In this prokaryotes, the mRNA is involved. There are three types of RNAs. mRNA, that is messenger RNA, tRNA, transcription RNA, and rRNA, ribosomal RNA. So their sole role is to synthesize protein. Each protein encoded with a single gene character. So the mRNA will act as a template in the case of prokaryotes, whereas the tRNA brings amino acid where the site of transcription begins. Brings amino acid. And also it has another role, read genetic code, so that it will produce the appropriate protein to the next cell. For that reason, it has the quality to read genetic code, which are all transported from DNA. So the role of rRNA is on the structural. How should the defined structure to be formed is being rolled out by rRNA, and also it has the catalytic role. Synthesize the enzymes and also act on it. So the sole enzyme which is responsible in the case of transcription in prokaryotes are said to be DNA dependent RNA polymerase. This is the sole enzyme, single enzyme, which is activated in the process of transcription. This polymerase will bind at the site where the transcription begins. That beginning site is called as the promoter region. So there is one exception in bacteria. There is different one. What does that means? There is no mRNA required for the purpose of acting as a template. There is no template region. In the case of bacteria, this is the exceptional one. It has a coupled role, that is both transcription and translation takes place. Translation we will say in later units, and both things have taken a dual role by the RNA in the bacteria cell. Takes place simultaneously. But in the case of prokaryote, actual process is finished after the synthesis of protein. There is a template which is released out, and then the amino acid produced, and then it will be read by a tRNA, and it is being transported as a structural gene by action of the catalytic role. Then only it provided with the transcription unit. So completion of transcription only there is the translation. But in the case of bacteria, because of the absence of mRNA, this coupled reaction taken place simultaneously. Transcription is even not completed, translation begins. This is the exceptional one. This exceptional portion of bacteria is given in your book at the last paragraph, but I have explained here. Don't confuse with the transcription of prokaryotes. The next about the process of transcription happen in the case of prokaryotes. This is the DNA strand which is having 5' end and 3' end. It is having the controversial end as a 5', here it is 3' end. We can say that the initial stages where the promoter or the sigma factor attached is said to be the promoter region. We can say like if the sigma factor is attached to the end where the DNA location is called as the promoter region. At the end where the stands to be terminated or divided into two, there or the stoppage of the transcription is said to be the termination region. Initial region is the promoter region, end region is the termination region. In between these region is the transcription space where the transcription, actual transcription process is taken place. This is called transcription unit. So at the beginning of the strand, the promoter region which is acting as a DNA template, so that within this promoter region RNA should bind. So we can say that promoter region is also said to be RNA binding site. So there is a substrate should initiate this promoter region or binding site or binding of RNA. That substrate is named as nucleotide triphosphate. Another substrate is also produced during termination, that is called polymerases. So we can indicate that if the nucleotide triphosphate is present, there is the initiation of the transcription. If the polymerases enzyme is raised, it is the termination of the transcription. We can lead like this. So this is called as the initiation, that is attachment of sigma factor towards promoter region of a strand. The next one is the elongation. This is the elongation where there is tRNA is managed to form its own strand. So this is because of the synthesis of genetic codes that makes this kind of elongation, so that it is called as the elongation region. Here a loop is produced, or else this is the site where the sigma factor is transported its initial stage towards the transcriptional unit. There one enzyme is acted on, that is called core enzyme. It will attach to the site where the transcription to be initialized. In there the unit making its elongation, that is synthesizing of all the nucleic acid molecules are being synthesized here. For that reason this elongation process is denotified. So this region now said to be the coding strand. When the initiation starts, the transcription starts, the tRNA get elevated up, this now said to be coding strand, and this said to be template strand. So this coding strand is now having its role in transcription sequential wise. Not all the strand to be making its transcription, but a single site, after that it will finish, then it move on to next one, then move on to next, and then end in with the template, that is the termination region. This is called the elongation. So this site is over. The core enzyme is now move on to next. There another loop is formed, and here also synthesizing is taken place. So elongation of this tRNA making it's called as nascent RNA. Once it's reach its core level, this will detach from this loop. So now it is being denoted as a 5' end. So after the detachment, there is a rho factor now get attached with. During the initiation, sigma factor is that is attached with, but at the end termination, rho factor get attached with. Once the rho factor being recognized by this unit, this will detach this nascent RNA, and then the termination starts. Termination means it stops the transcription. So now the strand become normal. Now the transcription over in this region. So it is become normal. During this normalcy, that is after the nascent RNA being detached from the strand, it will become detached its factors also. The core enzyme along with the rho factor being detached. So now all the sites being finished its transcription. Now it is ready to translation. Ready for this translation. This is what happened in the case of prokaryotes. Let's see about the transcription in eukaryotes. Transcription in eukaryotes involved with the three main enzymes. Let's see what are they. RNA polymerase 1. We can say it as POL1. It has a role of synthesizing 28S. There are the subunits which is carrying all the informations in a protein code format. 5.8S and rRNA. rRNAs 28S, 18S, 5.8S. Important one, the rRNA. The second enzyme is RNA polymerase 2. So 3. POL 3. So its sole role is producing rRNAs. So it's of 5S and SN. SN rRNA. It is small nuclear rRNA, that is said to be SN rRNA. The third important enzyme is RNA polymerase 2, which is the most having its most role in eukaryote transcription because it's synthesizing mRNAs, and that is messenger RNA. Along with it is also acting as a precursor and also heterogeneous nuclear rRNA, that is said to be heterogeneous nuclear rRNA, HN rRNA. So the main thing in eukaryote is one mRNA carrying one protein. this one protein is responsible with the one gene. So that this condition is said to be monocistronic if the single RNA taken the code of one protein which is denoting one single character, it is said to be monocistronic. It has two subunits. One is exons, another one is introns. We can simply say that they are coding and these are non-coding. So they express sequences, so that it is said to be coding monocistronic genes. And these are intervening sequence. They are moving in between, they are intervening, so that it is said to be non-coding one. They are not coded with any mRNAs, but they are coding mRNAs which is expressed in a sequential manner. The foremost one action is called as the splicing. During splicing, this non-coding part should be removed because coding only important here. For that reason, the splicing occurs. Here, introns are removed. Why these introns are removed means to create mRNA to translate proteins which are all coded by the exons. If introns are present there is no coding transportation. For that reason, this intervening disturbing sequence to be removed. For that reason, the splicing occurs. The next one is capping and tailing. In this case, HN, that is what we already seen, heterogeneous nuclear rRNA is being involved. What is HN rRNA means? They are unprocessed or pre-mRNA, unprocessed, unmatured. For these should be matured and become mRNA, so that this capping is formed. This HN rRNA is transport towards mRNA. So it will undergo some process, then it will mature and become mRNA. So if it is produced as a mRNA, then it will having its capacity to carry the coding exons and transport the protein towards the other cell. So this capping is happen and 5' end. What is capping means? Addition of nucleotide. What is nucleotide? Which nucleotide to be attached here means methyl guanosine triphosphate. It has been denoted as guanine methyl triphosphate. This tailing has been also done with the addition at the 3' end. Addition of what means? Addition of some residues. Residues in the sense which are left alone, they are said to be residues. What the residues here means, this is adenylate, that is A. It is denoted as poly A tail. These two are the important one. The prokaryotes are with the nature of polycistronic in nature, but eukaryotes are monocistronic. This introns, exons, that is expressing intervening gene sequences, are completely absent in the case of prokaryotes. They are not present because we all know that it is not having nucleus, so that it is not having this kind of split gene feature, also absent, because there is no need of mRNA, there is no transcription or transcription process which is involved with the translation, both to be combined here. In the case of prokaryotes, there is no special transcriptional and translation process involved. Transcription and translation, both being initiated or being combined because there is no mRNA in the case of prokaryotes. But the eukaryotes having a that is complete nucleus, so that it has the protein code, so that it is need mRNA to transport the codes. But in this case of prokaryotes, this has been mingled with, so that the direct protein synthesis has been formed without the presence of mRNA. So next point is, about the arrangement of exon and also removal of intron. Both has been flexible. This is the second point. There is no transcription and translation here, both being combined. There is no exon and intron production. They are flexible, both having its role as a same. So domains are present which is carrying new genes in the sense more than a number of genes, so that it is called as the monocistronic genes. So that it produce single gene is produce different functional proteins. They are together arranged as an exon. These kind of patterns help in the production of diversity in animals, because a single gene carrying different functional proteins, so that it is carrying more than a number of characters combined together, form this kind of diversity in animals is carried out. Then how after erasing eukaryotes having this kind of splitting mechanism means the intron itself having its role. These introns may having a mobile DNA sequence, or it is acting as a mobile DNA sequence, so that it is carrying more than a number of genes which will help the production of splitting of gene is said to be exons here. So introns itself making its subunit as a exon. So this way the eukaryotes may having introns and exons as a functional unit. So these exons are acting as a target sites. The specificity of the introns which is having the target site as exons is a peculiar one, which is said to be the transposon like element. Transposon like elements, this will help to transfer genes between organisms. So this is called as this process, that is without the exon production, introns which is acting as a mobile DNA sequence carrying out all the information together is called as the transposon like elements, which is having a number of genes. It is transported to other organisms. This kind of transportation is said to be horizontal gene transfer. HGT. So this may be activated to both the case, that is in eukaryotes as well as prokaryotes. So this difference in the gene transfer mechanism itself leads to the evolution of life.